Hello, I am back and today I am doing my full glam makeup tutorial. So I'm going to be showing you how I got this look. This is my standard routine for a night out, kind of full glam vibe. I asked you on Instagram whether you wanted to see a makeup tutorial or hair tutorial first, and makeup one at 57%, but don't worry, I will be doing a hair tutorial soon, so watch out for that. And before I get started, I just wanted to say thank you so much to everyone that watched my first video, anyone that sent me a really nice message or commented on my Instagram. Thank you so much, and I was really happy with how it was received, so thank you for that. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video. But if you want to see how I got this look, then keep watching. Right, so the first thing I'm taking is the Too Faced Hangover Face Primer. I don't always use a primer, but because it's a night out look and I really want it to last, I'm just going to put a little bit of this all over my bare face. So this is a step I always do. I take my MAC Strobe Creme, and I don't use loads, but I basically put it on all the places where I want my face to be highlighted. So I put a bit on my chin and my cupid's bow first and just kind of work it in, and it's almost like moisturising your skin before you put anything on it, which I really like. Take some down the centre of my nose as well. So then I put some along the line of my cheekbone, just above my eyebrow and onto my eyebrow. Same on the other side. And this stuff is really great as like a base, because it really does help get that glow that you're going for. Once I've prepped and primed my skin, the next thing I like to do is my eye makeup. So for the base of my eyes, I use the Maybelline Anti-Age Eraser, which is a really good thick concealer, but I like to use it as an eye base because I've tried the Urban Decay Primer Potion. It's similar, but if you've got this concealer anyway, you may as well double it up and use it as an eye base as well. So I take a flat, so it's called just like a flat brush. This is from Morphe, and it came in a set. It hasn't actually got a number. It's just a flat concealer brush. And then what I do is I put it all over my eyelids, just all over. I'm just carving out the shape of my eye and putting it right from the centre and then all the way up to underneath my eyebrow. And then I go ahead and I'll do the same thing on the other eye. So now I've got the concealer on both eyes, I take my damp beauty blender and I'm just blending it in over both eyes. So this is like the base that will really help your eyeshadow last all night, because obviously if you're going out, you're going to be dancing, you're going to be out for a long period of time, so you really want your makeup to stay. So I find using a full coverage concealer as your eyeshadow base really helps it last, and also it really helps the colours pop on your eyelid. For this night out look, I think I'm going to just do a classic bronzy look, which is kind of my go-to. To start with, I'm going to use the DesixKaty Round 2 Friendcation palette, which is Dose of Colours. I'm going to use this palette, as you can see. I dropped it, so that's great. I'm going to take the colour Necessary, which is this brown colour here. So I'm using this fluffy brush, which is from Mikasa Beauty, and it's an E300. I'm going to take that. And the tip I've learned is I pull the top of my forehead up, and I see this kind of triangle shape. And that's where I work the most of the product in. Take a bit of that. And I just buff out from the corner. So I lift this up, which helps me see. It's like a guide as to where the triangle is. Because I've got quite a small lid space. I don't know whether anyone else... Does anyone else look at makeup artists or like beauty bloggers or whatever, and you see their eye makeup and you're like, how did they get so many different colours and shadows and you can still see it all? Like, I just feel like I don't have massive eyelids. I don't know. Am I the only person? Yeah, I haven't got massive space to work with. So I feel like I can't use loads of colours because I start trying to build loads of different colours and then they all just merge into one. You can't see it on my eyelid, and then I put the eyelashes on. You may as well have not done any eyeshadow because I can't even bloody see anything. I'm going to take the colour Basic, and what I'm going to do is where I haven't put eyeshadow, so where it's lighter, I'm going to put the Basic on there, so then it kind of creates like that cut crease vibe instead of going over it with concealer, which I don't really need to do with this particular look. So I'm just putting this on a flat fluffy brush. This one is Mikasa Beauty and it's an E230. So I'm just putting it in the centre of my lid. So I'm not mixing it with that brown colour. I'm literally just putting it in the middle. So I'm just going to deepen up the colour ever so slightly in my crease using a dome shadow brush from Real Techniques, and I'm going to take the darker brown colour, which is called Cheens. I've been obsessed with DesixKaty for quite a while. They're kind of like the people that I really love to watch on YouTube. I just love their friendship and like how funny they are, and they just keep it so real. Like, I love watching their tutorials and their vlogs. And yeah, so when they released their first collection, which was must have been in 2017. Yeah, in the summer of 2017, I ordered the whole collection from America and I was so excited. And there were so many beautiful products. And when round 2 was coming out, I was like, I have to get it. Like, I have to get it. So as soon as it was released, I remember I was sitting at work and I finished at 5:30 and it was releasing at 6 o'clock. So I was like, I'm going to stay at work. I'm going to wait. I'm going to get this collection. I'm going to get it before it sells out. And then I like got it and I had to pay like so much. Like, because obviously it's coming from America. You have to pay all the shipping and the taxes. And then like the next week they released it on Beauty Bay and I could have just got it for normal price. So that was quite sad, but it was so worth it. And I've used almost all the lip products, like gone. And then I use this eyeshadow palette all the time because the colours are just so good. You can do so many different looks with it. So for the main bronzy shadow, I'm going to take the palette from their first collection and I'm going to use the shade Noli, which is named after Desi Perkins' dog Noli. So it had 4 shadows and each one is named after each one of their dogs, which is so cute. I'm taking the darker bronze colour and I'm just going to pack it into the centre of my lid using this flat brush. And the reason why I like to do my eyeshadow first is because if there's any like fallout, I can easily clean it up. Whereas if I've done my foundation, it just gets super messy. And I'm kind of putting it where I put that basic colour, and that's kind of my guide as to where I put the eyeshadow. I'm probably going to watch this back and be like, what the hell is my face doing in like half this video? Because I make well funny faces when I'm doing my makeup. A bit more of the necessary colour and just blending it all together. Probably looks like I've been punched in the eye at the moment, but I'm not done yet, okay? Not done. I'm just going to clean up the bottom of my eyeshadow using a makeup wipe just to get rid of any fallout. Now to lighten it up a bit, because obviously it is really bronzy, I'm going to take the colour from, still using this palette, called Just a Kiss. And oh my god, it is literally my favourite colour in the whole palette. I love wearing it like by itself because it just gives this like subtle glow. Like, it's so nice. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a bit of this Badescu facial spray. And I'm just going to spritz my brush. It's like this. I've just got this tiny little brush, the detail brush. This came in like a big set, which I just got off of eBay, really cheap. But I love using it. So yeah, I'm just going to take a bit of Just a Kiss and I'm going to pop it in the inner corner and then slightly like dilute it out so it blends into the bronzy shade. I'm going to take this brush. I'm just going to do a really subtle layer all over. It's just kind of lightened it up a bit and given it a glow, which is obviously, see, you'll see. So that's kind of the eyeshadow look done. So next we're going to move on to foundation. Woohoo! So because it's a night out, I'm going to use my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. I like to do is take a nice dollop and put it on the back of my hand, and then I use this kabuki brush, which I got, not gonna lie, I got it free. It's from that fake tan brand, no Cocoa Brown. Don't know if anyone's heard of it. And I'm just going to work this into my skin. I love Luminous Silk, like it is the ultimate. And obviously the Kardashians use it, so it's good enough for them. It's good enough for me. I do love the Kardashians. I'm obsessed. So I tend to blend my foundation in for like a good, like, this is going to take me like 5-10 minutes just to work it all in. And I kind of use the brush to kind of apply it, and then I blend it using my beauty blender. That's just the like combination that works for me. And I obviously work it all the way down my neck, so it all blends into one. I like starting with my cheeks first, and then I kind of blend this part in before it sets. While I do this, can we just talk about Ariana Grande's new album, please? Oh my god, who else is obsessed? So my favourite songs so far are, I love Needy, Fake Smile and Ghostin' as well. So it came out yesterday and I think I've listened to the whole album like at least 30 times. Just love her, I love everything about it, I love the messages in the songs, like it's just so relatable. She's just everything. Am I right or am I right? I'm so excited because I'm going to be seeing her in concert in the summer and I literally cannot wait. What I love about this foundation is that it's full coverage as well. Like I get really good coverage from it. So it's definitely going to like cover any like redness or any like dark circles. It's just a really good overall foundation to give you that glow and coverage at the same time. I feel like once I get my foundation on, I feel a bit more alive. Like when I don't have it on, it makes me feel a bit like a ghost. I need some colour, girl. Gotta give me some colour. Which it does, obviously. Also, I wear shade 8, for anyone wondering. It's just kind of like pouncing motions and then kind of like sweeps to really just make it as seamless as possible. And it is a really easy foundation to work with. You're not having to like blend and blend. It kind of just takes to the skin really seamlessly, which is another reason to invest. Now I've got a bit more life back in my face, I am going to conceal. So I use a mixture of anti-age Maybelline concealer that I used as my eyeshadow base, and then the Tarte Shape Tape, which I picked up when I was in America a couple of weeks ago, and I do actually really like it. The only thing is, it's quite oily, so I wouldn't use it by itself because it does make you quite shiny. Using my Age Rewind as the main concealer, and then I'm going to put the Shape Tape over the top just to brighten the high points of my face. I want it to be as full coverage as possible, which both of these concealers are. So I've got shade Light and Light Sand. There's not much difference in them, but I'm just going to take Light Sand where I'm a bit more tan today. So, do you see how bright that is compared to the other one? So the other one's in shade Nude. Then this, I'm just putting it over the top to really brighten those areas that I want to be a bit brighter. Take it down the centre of my nose, lovely. And on my chin as well. Yeah, so this concealer is really, really creamy, but it is a bit oily, which I wasn't expecting, I have to say. Like, I'm glad I've got it, but I don't know what, like, I probably could live without it. Now my concealer is nice and blended in. Do you see how bright, like, how much that's brightened under my eyes? It's just giving me a bit more life back to my face. I'm going to take this Bobbi Brown Foundation Stick, but it's in the shade 10, it's espresso, and I'm going to use it to contour. And then I'm going to take the Bobbi Brown contour brush and use that to blend in. So this is the fun part, because this is where it makes you look more. Do you know what I mean? Giving myself a jawline, which I don't have. And I put a bit under the nose. Then I take a bit on the forehead. And a bit. Give that illusion. That snatched face. Take the blending brush and just to work that into the skin, because obviously we're trying to avoid any harsh lines, because you don't want to look crazy. Although the good thing with a night out is lighting's quite dark, so hopefully no one would notice, but knowing my luck it'll be so obvious and then I'll just look like a crazy lady who's trying to give herself a jawline that she's never going to have. That's another thing I love about Ariana Grande, is her jawline. It's just incredible. Does anyone else just stare at it? Like, I look at pictures and I'm like, how the hell is her jawline like that? Like, that is not normal. I'm going to contour the forehead. So again, circular motions, working the product. So I'm really just buffing it out. My Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. This stuff, yes, this is what keeps your makeup like on and last, and just, yeah, brings everything together. So I take this. So what I like to do is I've got like another beauty blender, which I don't use for anything else apart from translucent powder. And then I'm going to put it and use it to set I'll go under my eyes, along the side of my nose, take some on the T-zone, and then put from my chin. My favourite bit is under the cheekbones to really give that illusion. Bring it under where your natural contour is, and then I'd like to take a bit and connect it. I got this trick from Makeup by Ariel, because I watched everyone's reviews from his masterclass that he did in London, so I've started doing this recently to really get that Kylie Jenner snatch, you know what I mean? So while this is setting, I am going to do my eyebrows. Well, I got my eyebrows threaded today, so I won't need to do too much to them. So I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Medium Brown. And then I've got this like eyebrow brush from Iconic London. So I take a bit of the product. What I like to do is draw like a line just from the front in, and go from the highest point of my arch and connect it to the lowest point, like the tip, to fill in any gaps. Not them really thick either, because I used to do that and that was tragic. You don't even want to know my eyebrow history. Let's not talk about that. It's so bad. People did tell me, but I would not listen. I wouldn't listen. I literally used to have like pirate eyebrows. Praise the Lord for Anastasia Beverly Hills. She changed the eyebrow game. I use this Real Techniques contour brush and my beauty blender. And what I do is I just like, I'm wiping it, but I'm also packing it in. So I'm packing it in, but quite lightly, while kind of sweeping off any excess. I use my blender to kind of, because obviously you don't want any lines, so this helps make it look even more seamless. And the forehead, again, just kind of dusting it off and packing it on. So I've got the Makeup Forever bronzer shadow. It's just a really nice like grey undertone shade, which is really good for contouring because I don't really like the orange look. Try not to be orange over here. We're trying to be, she says, as she's got an orange elbow. Okay, that's a bit hypocritical. Yeah, it's just better to use grey undertone for contour. And I'm just like pressing it in to the skin and then bringing it up along. Same with the other side. By keeping the translucent powder there, it really does help you kind of use it as a guide as to where the bronzer should go. Now I'm going to dust off this bit. See that contour? Do you see? You see that? Ooh, power of makeup, kids. So next up is highlighter. Woohoo! So it's my favourite step, you couldn't tell. I'm going to take the Iconic London Illuminator drops in the shade Original. I'm going to put some on chin, keep it low, down the centre of my nose, and then the top of each cheekbone. Take my beauty blender, blend that in. So again, I'm just blending and blending. This is what I meant in my last video about how I spend so much time blending, but that is just the reality. I am just blending and blending and blending. So as you can see, that's given a really nice glow. So now it's time to highlight. Woohoo! Well, the second part of highlighting. So taking that brush and the Mirame highlighter, and I'm kind of gliding it over where I put the Iconic highlighter in like a C shape. Now it's time for blusher. So this is becoming a bit of a thing at the moment, blusher. Like loads of people are just like living for blusher. So this is MAC Peaches. Such a pretty pink. So what I do is, it's really weird, but I like smile and then just put it on. You see how much of a colour that's given me? It's really pretty. And then I like to put a bit over my nose, on my chin and on my forehead. This just gives it you a bit more of a sun-kissed look. Now I'm going to spritz my face with the Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist. Now this stuff is really pricey, but if you're looking for a cheaper alternative, the Badescu does a similar thing. I think this one, it does feel more expensive, but this is literally £6, whereas this was like $50 or something stupid. If you're on a budget, go for this. If you can spend the money, go for this. So I'm just going to put it all over my face and that just locks everything in. Next thing I need to do is eyelashes, obviously, every night out. So I think I'm gonna wear the Holly Boone HMB Cosmetics lashes in the style Extra, and these are so big. They are so big, but I love them. I might put them on off camera. It's so stressful putting on eyelashes. Does anyone else find it really stressful? Because I do. Right, so that stress is over. I've got my eyelashes on. Not gonna lie, that took about half an hour, so that's great, but they do make such a difference, don't they? I'm just to like complete it, it's gonna take a tiny bit more of that colour Necessary and just deepen my lower lash line. And I'm just gonna take a bit of that colour Churro, again just pack it under the lid. I'm going to take that tiny brush that we used in the beginning for my inner corner highlight. So I'm taking the shade Just a Kiss again and just going over the inner corner just to brighten it up, and also under the lash line and just connecting it, the inner corner, to really make it pop. I love that look. So the last step for this look is lip gloss. So I'm going to take the HMB Cosmetics gloss in the style Okay Then. And this is my third bottle of this. I think it's sold out now till I think March or April, I want to say. It's coming out again with new packaging. And yeah, I would definitely recommend. So this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe down below and like and comment on this video, and I'm sure I'll see you very soon. So bye.